Hi, my name is Rebecca Hayden, but everyone calls me Becca. Number 1, please tell us something about yourself. I grew up in a really small town in New York State where there are many dairy farms around the town. Because my parents value education, my 2 brothers, sister, and I would spend lots of time at the local library and at home looking at maps from around the world. As a family, we loved sports, and each of us were on a school team, and I continued that tradition. I love to sing, and so I made a song about my experiences. I grew up in New York State, learned to teach, and taught preschool. Next I moved to California, where I earned my master's degree. I went across the sea to teach, all the way to South Korea. Middle school kids, middle school teachers, then training Korean teachers in how to teach English. Finally, university for academics and conversation. After traveling, I went back to teach high school in California. Oh, but wait, that's not all. Off to lovely Guatemala, where I worked at a center for health, teaching yoga and health education until I returned again to the States. Here I am in Colorado, having taught many different things. I taught teenagers to drive, and kids and their eyes to read. I teach health workshops and yoga classes. But that's not all. I'm ready again for a new adventure across the sea. I hope in China. Number 2, why did you become a teacher? I come from a family of teachers. My mother, brother, and aunts and uncles are all teachers. And from the time that I was 7 years old, I really wanted to be a teacher. And so I would ask my younger sister and younger brother to come, and I would sit them down, and then I would teach them. I'm always trying to find new, creative, and thoughtful ways to engage my students in the excitement of learning. I'm constantly learning. And I find that anything that I learn that I am really interested in or passionate about, I'll eventually teach that. That's just who I am. Number 3, why are you interested in teaching in China? So there's something that happens when you immerse yourself in another culture. It's like the lens that you see life through widens. And I'm ready to widen my lens again. And China? I have been fascinated with China for a long time and have loved learning about traditional Chinese art and medicine. And I'd love to learn how to speak Mandarin. I'm excited about the opportunity to make a difference in ELL education in China and make a positive impact through teacher training and curriculum development. Number 4, how would you encourage your students to learn? So one of the things I do is I connect with my students because I honor and like each student. And then through the use of songs, rhythms, stories, repetition, simple dialogues, mnemonic tools, and visuals, I help to engage them in this world of learning. I also use positive reinforcement and set students up for success by giving students time to think and process the information. And I always check for comprehension. Number 5, if you could work in your ideal school, what would it be like? So Dr. Stuart L. Brown from the U.S. National Institute for Play said, "Nothing lights up the brain like play. We learn better when we're playing at any age and engaged in the subject and material. My ideal school would be playful, positive, supportive environments where students are excited to learn and teachers are passionate about opening doors through education. And my ideal role is training teachers and designing curriculums." As a fun check-in, can you remember the 5 different subjects that I've taught? I've had fun putting this together. I hope you enjoyed it and understand how I can be an asset to your school. Thank you so much for your time.